Okay, let me show you guys the room that we're staying in. It's in a traditional wooden house of the Thai people. There's even a sign here warning you that you might encounter some creatures during your stay. Do not be alarmed. We are living in nature right now. So let me show you the room. I love the coat hangers. They're made out of sticks. So yeah, don't expect any like super luxurious situation, but I'm content. This is super cute. Now we're gonna go down and show you guys around the little village.
It was ridiculously cold outside, despite how far south this place is, and many of the locals were sitting around fire pits. The moment we started our walk, a friendly family invited us to sit around the fire and have tea with them. And who can say no to that? This is better than any milk tea shop in the city, that's for sure.
And it's just a lovely afternoon hanging out in this village, waiting for Chinese New Year. Also hang out with this chicken. This is their pet chicken.
I don't know what it is about this chicken that made it worthy of not being eaten while all the other ones get eaten. They told me that it's because he looks good and he should be shown off to the world or whatever. It's actually not just their family that has a pet chicken. I saw 4 or 5 of them throughout my stay on Jingmai Mountain. And it was during this lovely little chat around the fire that we met Kanlong, who offered to be our Chinese New Year guide. So the next day, which was Chinese New Year Eve, we spent the whole day with her learning about life here in Norgan. What's interesting about this family is that they actually have kept all 3 houses that they've switched to over the years. Usually families will like knock one down and build a new one, but they have kept the original old wooden house and then the concrete house that they upgraded to from that. And then here is their new house. 这个母房子你们现在还在用吗？
厨房。厨房。
This is the new section of Norgan Village, so a lot of the wooden houses have already been replaced by concrete, but many of them feature wooden panels and traditional roofs, so they match the aesthetic of the old village. Now we're on our way to Kanlong's family's tea field.
我一般都是隔1-2个星期就要来茶地看看，因为我在家闲不住。走吧。
And even though it's not actually tea growing season right now, you can still come and pick crab legs.
清热解毒，然后降三高。
1 kilogram of these crab feet plant things costs 3,000 renminbi. Something I love so much about this place is that it's completely integrated into the local ecology. Like normally when people farm, you want all the bugs out, you want all the weeds out, the so-called weeds. You want every other plant and creature out of this space. You only want the thing that you're growing. But not here. The tea fields are completely surrounded by trees. Some of the trees are hundreds of years old. There's ferns, there's flowers, and some of the plants growing in here are actually harvested to eat anyway. No pesticides, no chemical fertilizers. It takes a little more work, but you get some quality product. It is now the afternoon of Chinese New Year Eve, and the festivities are about to begin. They're probably a little different than whatever you're expecting it to be, but it's a festivity, okay? 蛇年大吉，小朋友。What exactly is she beckoning everyone to come watch? This is the annual Chinese New Year basketball tournament. Yeah, this was not on my spring festival activities bingo card, but Nuogan Village is in the final 2, so Kanlong was not gonna miss out on this. And neither were the village grandmas, who all showed up in their colorful outfits to be a part of the action.
我都没上场，我感觉我好紧张。哎呀！
Nuogan Village won by 23 points, so it wasn't even close. So what else is going on for Chinese New Year Eve? We're headed to Kanlong's cousin's house to get ready for dinner and have some of the local spring festival snacks, which are sticky rice patties that everyone makes and shares with their friends and family. I was even given one right before the basketball game by a random guy I met in the village. I was just wandering along by that shop and he was like, "Do you want some?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "This." It's the classic Chinese New Year snack around here, and I was offered it countless times in 4 different styles throughout my days in the Jingmai Mountain area. Another tradition, which I've also seen in other parts of China, is preparing a meal for the ancestors. Kanlong's cousin's father is in there right now, preparing some meals to leave for the ancestors on Chinese New Year Eve. He's gonna stay up all night watching over the ancestors' meal, and I guess making sure it doesn't get like eaten by mice or something. I'm not sure exactly why they do that.
就是怕他们那些人回 回来看不到人嘛，看不到有人在。
Part of the food from the Chinese New Year Eve dinner is reserved for the ancestors, and part is for the living. This is our Chinese New Year's Eve dinner. It is roast chicken, another chicken dish that I have no idea how to describe, sorry, cabbage soup, and like 5 different types of hot peppers that you can put on everything. The sun just went down, and now the explosions begin. So we spent the first half of Chinese New Year Eve in the new neighborhood, having dinner, watching fireworks. And now we are in the old neighborhood where there will not be any fireworks because everything here is made out of wood. Everything is ridiculously flammable, but I've seen enough fireworks for the night. We're gonna sit around the fire and have some tea. Happy Chinese New Year, everyone. Happy Year of the Snake. Good morning, everyone. It is the first day of the Year of the Snake. The grandmas are up early sweeping up all of the firecracker mess all over the ground. And in about an hour, there is going to be a top spinning competition. There's still firecrackers going off. Check out all the carnage from last night. Firecracker scraps everywhere. The chickens are like, what is going on? Now it is time for the Chinese New Year top spinning competition. All the uncles and the grandpas are out here. Oh yeah. Wow. So yesterday when one of the local uncles told me they were going to be having this competition, I don't know what I was envisioning, like who can spin the fastest or the farthest or something, but no, it's like a battle. 他们说只有男孩子打，女孩子不打。
女孩子也可以打。
你知道不打呢？
等会，先让老人先打。
这个怎么判断谁赢了呀？
要看他把那个吃人的那个陀螺打死他就赢了。像这陀螺啊，他输了那个赢了，那他的不转了，那个还在转。Chaos is breaking out in this village. Everywhere is the sound of little explosions going off. There's kids running around throwing stuff. The top competition is in full force over there. Everyone is flinging tops all over the place. And I've had my fill of chaos for now. So we're actually about to go hiking, and we're gonna hike up the mountain 1 hour, and we're gonna hit 2 more villages.